Police in Washington state may be one step closer to finding a suspected teen thief. A now notorious young man police believe is involved in about 50 burglaries. Court documents say DNA found after a break-in last month matches that of Colton Harris Moore. That's enough for prosecutors to charge him with second-degree burglary. The DNA match is the first proof of the teen's exact whereabouts since police found this snapshot he took of himself in July of 2008. Just a few months earlier, Harris Moore had escaped from a halfway house and has been playing cat and mouse with authorities ever since. But recently he appears to be upping the ante. Harris Moore is suspected of taking 3 planes and crash landing them, one of them belonging to this local radio talk show host.
It's a burglar with a James Bond complex who happens to be a little kid. He's young. And they need to catch him.
The teen's mother doesn't think her son is capable of all the crimes of which he's suspected.
If he did everything they say he did, he'd have to be 60 years old. Nobody has that many hours in a day to do everything they say he did.
Harris Moore has become a local legend, known around here as the barefoot burglar, since he typically commits his crimes without wearing shoes. He started stealing at a young age, first conviction at age 12, and within a few months of turning 13, he had 3 more. Brian Thomas, The Associated Press.
I have no idea. I just heard that yesterday.
Do you feel any sense of responsibility here, ma'am?
No, I don't.
None. Everything was fine on your end, huh?
I think it was.
Did you know he was living out in the woods?
Huh?
Why is the preteen son out, living with friends? Why isn't he at home and going to bed on time and going to school and stuff like regular kids?
If he came here, he knows he would be arrested.
No, but I mean back in the day when all this started. Was he living there when he was 14? Was he living with you, or was he living out in the woods?
He has never lived in the woods.
Was he living with you? My point is, did you say, son, stay home, do your homework, got to go to school at 8?
Sure, I said that every day.
And did that work out?
Of course not.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. Good grief. Man, I wish you guys some kind of luck. I certainly suddenly feel like we need some Dr. Keith Ablow up in here or something, because this is a little bit over my...
Need some what?
So Dr. Keith Ablow, some Dr. Phil, some kind of doctor.
Well, I tried to get him into the Seattle Children's Hospital, and they told me on the phone they would not accept his insurance.
Oh, well, here we go. Well, good luck. I mean, let's hope they catch the guy. I mean, it would be really terrible if he stole an airplane, crashed the thing, and didn't make it out of the thing alive.
Well, I told him to start taking parachutes.
Start taking parachutes. Advice from Mom today: while you're stealing planes, please take a parachute.
I think the better advice was to turn himself in.
That's a very good start,
right
kiddo. If you're watching, the time has come. To our guests, thank you. Give me a minute. We'll be back.